said I got style.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all.
Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Came
now.
for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Let's get it here. Today is Thursday. Let me see how all systems go. Yep, everything looks like it is working here. And yeah, let's have a look what we got going on the charts. Yesterday was CPI coming back lower than expected, which is definitely interesting here, leading into a gold dump. And we need to see what's going on. Move happened very late though, as I can see from this morning. Looking at news for today, being Thursday, we do have, where are we, right here? We do have basically GDP here. We do have GDP for the UK here. They're expecting numbers to come back the same, basically 0. They're normally very wrong with forecasts. Actually, they got it right here. So they're not expecting an increase or a decrease. It's very simple with GDP figures: increase positive for pound, decrease negative for pound. So pretty straightforward type of news event here. And rest of the day is pretty clean, to be honest. We do have European bank holiday in terms of French and Italian, but not GBP, so obviously with them releasing news. Later on, we have unemployment claims from the US. This is going to be very important. Reason being is that was one of the leading figures to resolve, stock market dumps when labor market is starting to look weak. So if we see this number tick up, we will definitely see a reaction. Now, unemployment ticking up, what would that mean? Well, essentially we could see money move into gold as a safe haven temporarily, but if unemployment's ticking up, then they can't really reduce interest rates too soon, as they need to gain control of that. So yeah, it'd be interesting. You'd actually expect some sort of whipsaw here, which is going to be interesting to see. So looking at technicals here, GJ still stuck in yesterday's range. New York we ranged, London we ranged, and we're still stuck in the range. Nothing's changed in terms of higher time frame, lower time frame looks the same. We have GDP news here in around 20 minutes. Will that get us out the range? I don't think, but it's possible, right? It's possible. So we have to see. Looking at daily time frame in terms of closes, again, we're closing very weak. Daily candle bullish close, still a bullish close though. And we're just ranging, 4 hours closing in a range here. So look at the 4 hour, you can see this is range. This is a barcode. If you scan this barcode, it will take you to destination fucked. Not really a place you want to go to, especially when trading, because that involves you losing money. So we don't really want to be trading in this range. We need to get out this range. Once we get out this range, we get to interesting parts of the market here. So looking at 1 hour time frame as well, same range here, and analysis stays the same. Essentially, I'm not looking to trade inside of this range, basically waiting for some sort of clear price action. The only time I will trade this range is from the top of the range or from the bottom. So if in the middle, I'm not going to touch it. The rule is never diddle in the middle. That's not what we want to do. So if we can come back to the bottom of the range with news, I'll look for support to buy it from the bottom of the range back to the top. If we reject the top of the range here, I could look for sells back down, but I'm more bullish inclined than bearish inclined, especially with these higher lows coming into the market here. So yeah, that's basically what I'm waiting for, is a resolution of this range here. Now, moving on to gold here, we can see that gold obviously dumped last night here, made some structure and then continued its downside move. Currently working on some form of a bounce here. Now, if we start off on daily time frame here on gold, we can see that daily time frame has closed bearish, resolving in a downside move here. Also is just about closed above this previous daily resistance here. This previous daily resistance here, we just closed above it. So do we want to create support here? Are we going to see news today able to push us and continue a higher low, or do we want to retrace lower? Looking at structure here, we can see that we've created this range. It does make sense to come back and retest this 4 hour support. We could definitely see retest towards that 4 hour support. This 30 minute, what is this 30 minute? Do I care about it anymore? No, not really. So let's move this down to here. Let's put this here as a 4 hour support. We do have a 4 hour resistance up here, but I did put a 15 minute first. Yeah, 15 minutes going to be more relevant than the 4 hour for now, because that's what comes first. And yeah, we're working on mixed bias here. Previous daily bullish, previous 4 hour candles previous daily bearish, previous 4 hour closing bullish here. Seems like we want to try retrace, and then we make a big decision. Can we get back in the range, or is this going to be where we get the change of structure to see movement down? Because this is a change of structure. We have broken this low, and we did fake out, grab liquidity, faked out, came back down. Do we want to continue this down to retest back into the 2330s? As long as we respect 2340 though, I'm pretty much bullish here, to be honest, because that's our previous daily kind of zone here. And you know, we are technically bullish above that. It was just a retest towards this 1 hour structure here. We close back in the range. So until we cross below here, higher time frames can still make sense to continue up bullish, right? So we have to keep that in mind and use that to our advantage. So looking at the lower time frames for potential trades today, we're trying to create structure at the moment. We have this wick that seemed to be problems here. See what we're looking at. Oops, still on my drawing tool. Yeah, so we have a bit of resistances here, which is not the nicest price action. Let's see what's this on the 1 hour. Let's just go down. That's a 30-minute as well. Yeah, buys above that on a 15 would be here. All right. I mean, ideally above here does make more sense, to be honest. Above this 15. What range are we looking at? 10 pips to there. Above here we're looking at 14 pips. Yeah, not the biggest ranges as well. Currently pulling back. These pullbacks can give opportunities. Yes, it is possible. If I was to sell today, I don't see any sales options just yet, to be honest. I think realistically my sell options are going to be more structure formed or leaving something like this zone here. Like leaving 24.46. Like I said, above 24.40, still bullish, to be honest. 24.40 is an important zone. So realistically, if this wants to come back down, make support, I could buy back up to there. That is definitely an option I could look for. So if this wants to just trickle down a little bit more, respect 24.50, big key level from yesterday. Look at the bounce we had off 24.50. I could look for buys from here back up to the top of the range. So that's going to be my plan on gold here. Need more information for sells at the moment. But for the buy option, you know, we could form something. GBP USD, GBP news we have here coming in around 15 minutes here. Looking at price, you know, start off on the daily time frame here. We could see previous daily did end up closing bearish, respecting that daily resistance, which I do have on the chart. Respecting that daily resistance, current daily looks like it's making a top wick here. If we go investigate on the 4 hour, we can see 4 hours actually created a higher low. So it is possible we go back and retest the top of the range here. See if we have that all marked. Yeah, we do have that all marked. So we can go back, retest the top of the range. This we can move down here to 4 hour support. And yeah, news is going to be important here. Yesterday we saw news make quite a significant impact on GU. So we have to see what news does. Ideally, we get the same scenario as yesterday and we see news give us a pullback and we just buy back up. We buy back up to the top of the range. You know, that's how it is. In the live section, posts still indicate that as closed, so I just probably didn't change it. I mean, you can pretty much just click the link and see if it's open or not, but I'll just have to edit it. That's all. I was in a rush this morning. Literally just sat at the charts. Like when I started stream, I sat at the charts. So very sorry for that. My apologies. So yeah, I mean, looking at price right now with news coming around the corner, I don't want to jump into anything. Ideally, let news come, give us pullbacks to continue bullish. That's what I'm going to be looking for. So yeah, this is what I'm going to look for on GU here. I'm inherently bullish until we start to break maybe these ranges, which is kind of like gold. We'll see what news does here. News could change quite a lot here. This close is a very nice close. So news could change a lot here. I'm not buying these highs here right now. I do want pullbacks to give me better entry prices. Probably down at 28, 330s. Something down here to continue back up. Complete this move into, I mean, next 15 is here. Complete this move back into that 15. Wonder if we have that on a 30. Yeah. 1 hour is not really much. Yeah. So if I could get that, would be great to make another higher low instead of a lower high, because we have to keep in mind this could just fail, make a lower high, and that's it, game over. So that's what I'll be looking for here. This in 30 minutes. I'm on this. What did you take? Oops, double. Okay. I mean, timing I don't really agree with long term, you know, but you know, good luck with it. I do think, you know, trying to get volume rush of orders before news as a setup makes sense, but just be careful with this timing here. You know what you have, 5 pip target, stop loss around 4 or 5 pips. Yeah, that's okay in terms of that. But hopefully you don't get stuck with news. That's the only risk you take, is that let's say you didn't get this nice candle here to be in profits. What if this flipped and now you're holding drawdown before news? Makes it extremely difficult, right? But you know, at the moment it's looking good, right? Setup does make sense though. Just be careful long term when you're trying to do that in times we haven't seen. So that's the analysis on all the pairs here. Let's go ahead and see what ends up happening. And yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting for our setups. You know, GJ looks like crap. So yeah, it's just a matter of waiting for the setups, and then we'll see what we're gonna do accordingly. So yeah, appreciate everyone showing up. How much? 287 of us in here. Appreciate you guys all showing up. And yeah, you know what I'm gonna ask for. Can we do the YouTube business? Get the likes up to 150, would appreciate it. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Shows me though. It shows me you guys are here. It shows me that you guys are active, listening, right? Otherwise, I don't know. Only 44 people press the like means none of you guys are active. Yesterday, you guys need to be on point, giving amazing analysis, waiting for the trade, took the trade, all of that good stuff. You need to be making sure you're active, listening in. A lot of value going on here. If you want to improve yourself, you want to get better at this game, show up. Harry, do you put SLTP in your system or you close manually? I put SL, I don't put TP. TP I always close manually in case there's a big push. You don't want your TP to knock you out that and you miss out on some sort of big push, you know? It's very bad to have that. You know, if you set a TP and there's a big push past, suddenly it comes to your TP and the next candle flies. You could miss out on that, and over a course of 1-2 years, listen how much I said, 1-2 years, that could make a big difference the times that happens. Yeah, it is luck. It is luck when that happens, but the times it does happen, it could be nice, right? So, but stop loss always there, always in place. I know there's some traders, I'm in front of the charts, I don't need a stop loss. Yes, you do, right? The same way a big candle can come towards the upside, the same way a big candle can come towards your stop loss. So you have to have that in place, because I want to make sure that that is triggered accurately and correctly. We make our own luck? Well, in general, yes. Add 1 to win rate. Oh yeah, thanks. You're the only one who reminds, right guys? No one reminds. Oh, increase win rate. Add your winning trades. I probably missed 2-3 trades. That's why we have the journal. But I appreciate that. I think win rate would go up to like 77.2 if I was to guess. Really, winning trades don't really make a big difference on win rate, right? Especially when you have this many wins, it won't make a difference. How's NY Zoom yesterday? Move came around 8 p.m. my time. I'm done trading. I'm not trading for 12 hours. So some people were trading at that time and they managed to catch the sells we were talking about on gold. As soon as the structure came in, boom, closed below, and then the continuation. The continuation. But it wasn't too much continuation. It just had this continuation down from these lows. That's why I recommend you add monthly win rate as well. Yeah, but that would look really inflated, right? Monthly win rate, like this month win rate is what? This month win rate is 100%. 100% win rate this month. You know, so people are, oh, it's 100% win rate. Oh my God. It's like, no, show the full picture. Let's show the full picture. Over time, what can we be expected? Not just this month, you know? Because that's just like, you know, that's creating unrealistic expectations. And then when people have that unrealistic expectation, it's just going to make matters worse, because when they take a loss, they're like, bro, you said you have 100% win rate and I'm losing. So you need to make sure that whenever you're sharing something, my whole goal is to keep realistic expectations. So I rather show a 77% win rate, which is still nuts, you know, it's still very high win rate. And many people won't achieve that for a while in their trading, right? You know, expect to be hovering around, you know. So that's why I don't want to add monthly, right? Because that would just be me trying to inflate statistics. And I'm the one who's going to suffer because people are going to come in here with unrealistic expectations. And if I can't meet those expectations, then they're not going to watch anymore. You see what I'm saying? Can anyone help GBP news? Chris 7 Fun. Maybe you should ask Cristiano Ronaldo if he can help. Real Ronaldo. Imagine Ronaldo watch your stream. What do you think? GBP news up or down? GDP is hard to predict, to be honest. If it comes out the same, we will not see much happen. But I don't like to just think in the market. I like to trade on based on what I see. Views on GBP JPY? I don't know if we can get out this range just yet. I think news will maybe, if news brings us down to the bottom of the range, we can look for buys up. Three years I've been doing trading and not profitable yet. Is it normal? I'm smart, I studied math, but still not profitable yet. Please answer. Well, first of all, from the tone of the way you're typing this, 100% you're in a rush and you're feeling lost. Now, it is totally normal not to make money in the markets, especially if you're doing the wrong thing. You need to be sticking to a very straightforward, simplistic, tested process over time. Not all of these stuff that's promoted online. This indicator, this trend line, some people make money with trend line, I'm not going to say, but this, just the simple stuff, right? Just the simple stuff. You need to be making sure. So out of those 3 years, how much time have you actually spent focusing on one specific strategy, a proven strategy, and allowed yourself time, got reflection on that, instead of just putting money in the market and losing it, right? Like, where have you invested in yourself to do better and focus on one skill and get feedback to get better, right? That's the thing. So it's not about how long you've been trading, it's about the quality of what you've been doing day to day in your trading, right? Quality of setups, quality of feedback, quality of reflection, quality of journaling, all of this stuff. What's this? USD JPY, looking for sells below, if we can break that low. All right. School holiday finally, nice. Harry, what is this? Google it, man. Google it. You'll find out what it is. TS, can GDP news affect Euro USD? Not too much, but it can have a small effect, yes. What is MM in GBP or new YY? Month is month on month, YY is year on year. What does the 188 mean? Where's the 188? Where have I typed 188? Waiting for news now. News here in 3 minutes. Let's see in chat. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let me put the scam likes in chat, by the way. Yeah, put the scam likes in chat so I don't have to remind people to press the like, which I hate. And also I can catch who's active in chat but not active. Buy or sell, please answer. Both. Take a buy, take a sell, whichever one goes into profit, you're happy, right? These news will have big effect. I don't know. You know, it's hard to say depending on what the result is, man. If the result comes back neutral, not much, 30 pips. Result comes back very skewed, one up, one down, like, you know, then you'll see, boom. You will see a massive reaction, right? Harry, if today we get a setup, which pair do you think it will likely do, seeing in the current scenario? The most unlikely setup is going to come on GJ. We could, if we were to get a setup today, it would either be on gold or GU. Both of them, you know, have opportunities potentially. But I would say, depending on news here, what news does to the GBP. This is why we have to wait for news here, right? Any advice for the KYC? Just fill in the documents, no? What's the advice you need? News poll, not enough time, 1 minute. Type in chat, let's see in chat, guys. Let's see in chat. GBP up or down during news. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yesterday you guys got it all wrong. All wrong. Is someone saying down, up? Up then down, okay. I'm seeing mixed. I'm seeing more up at the moment, more up. Up, now we're seeing down come in. More people are saying up. Up is ahead so far, up is ahead. You have 30 seconds. Guys in the exclusives are saying mostly down. Yeah, more people are saying up. All right, that's interesting. Let's see if you're right today, guys. Let's see. Create poll, not enough time. 7 seconds. 7 seconds is not enough time to create a poll. All right, here we go. Yay, nothing. Very exciting. Came back as nothing. This is what I mean, man. You know, GDP, no one's, everyone's, you know, especially against yen. Let's see the GBP USD, any effect? Yeah, not much effect. This is what I mean, just failed off before news. And it did go down. So whoever voted down is correct, but not much impact here. News must have come back as expected. Forecast, yes. Everything as forecast. We're seeing everything as forecast. I would like to see GDP month on month. We are pending here. Let's see what it is. Month on month, 0. As forecast, like I said, I was expecting it to come as forecast, which means not much of a change in price. Right? So nothing's really changed. It's literally as if nothing happened. Only time we would see a big move is if we saw something big happen. So looking at price now as well, this is also the 1 hour close here. 1 hour candle closed kind of weak bullish here, still leaving rejection wicks. 30-minute candle closed at resistance, 15 at resistance. Well, not at resistance, 15 is at a resistance. And yeah, we're just kind of ranging at the moment. We need to choose either to break up. So we can put here something like this. There we go. Everyone here was like gambling on news. Like, imagine how many people in chat were like, I'm gonna make good money on news. Boop, 5 pip move. I'm a 4 pip move. Yes, sir. Rich now. That's Lambo for everyone. Does NYC bring volume to GU? Yeah, same way it does to GJ, right? Remember, GBP banks are still open during NY, so it's NY trading with GBP banks. Nice little retest here. Let's see how 1 hour close. 1 hour close bullish here. Again, I would really prefer some sort of rejection to give us entry. This is not enough range, right? If we're going to take a close above here, it's only 3 pips. 3 pips, you know, it's not really worth it. Especially with no 1 hour pullbacks, right? 1 hour could easily pull back deeper. Even above here, we don't have the biggest range as well. But that's our 3 pips already done, to be honest. Nice 1 minute candle came through here, huh? Look at this 1 minute nut. So we'll keep an eye above this 15 minute here. That could be an option. Because we have a little bit more range on the 15, right? How much we got here? About 10 pips. I just really don't want to be buying higher. I would like to buy down here. I really would like to buy down here. Up here, I feel like this is TP1. You're buying at TP1. If I was in a trade from down here, I'm targeting max here. Fill this LTA. This is my watch zone. Another watch zone. TP. Now, if we base it on 4 hour, we do have room on 4 hour though. Right? Look, we have room on 4 hour. So we can keep that in mind. We can keep that in mind. So if we want to go up and fill the whole daily range, but let's be honest, do you think this will happen straight? I'm not sure. You know, we kind of have these lower highs coming in here. And that's, look, for all my trend line traders, that's exactly where we meet, right? At that resistance. It will happen, we only have to believe. Oh, be careful with that saying. That's how you lose money in the market. I know. But I'm just saying, like, do we think this will go straight up to here without some sort of pullback right now? Like, this would be great. This is where our entry would be protected to then continue up. We're protected by structure. Because realistically, if you took a buy today right now here, it could come all the way down here like we saw the second liquidity grab yesterday on GU before completing the move back up to the range. So this is what worries me. So we need to keep that in mind, right? And let it form some sort of structure. What's gold doing on the other hand? Gold is trying to get back above the range. 1 minute candle is showing middle finger to sell, guys. Is your win rate 100% this month? Yeah, thankfully. Very happy with that. That second liquidity grab yesterday took me out BE. Oh yeah, that's well managed, I guess. Can't complain at that. There's a death cross on gold. Yeah, we had a heavy movement, right? But that doesn't mean that, you know, that doesn't mean that. 7 hourly candles without a pullback? Exactly, Gus. That's the point, right? So do we think we can have another 3-4 hours worth of upside without some form of liquidity grab or pullback? And if we're being realistic, yes. Your win rate is 100%, but how many trades you take in? Probably about 8. Hi, what's your current win streak? Guys, I don't care about win streak. I don't care about how many trades I take. I'm focusing on the next trade, right? This type of gamifying trading, I want to beat my own win streak, is fun. It's good, but the way that you will not beat your win streak is by focusing on it. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on the next trade. Focus on the next possible opportunity. And that will naturally happen. You'll see you will naturally make much better informed decisions, right? And that buys above gold, what are you targeting? That 15-minute resistance and potentially to continue. I manifest that the win rate will touch 85 by the end of the year. I appreciate that. GBPUSD, if we close above that resistance, opportunity for buys, yeah, but the problem is we might have pullbacks first, right? I've got my trend line on the 4 hour to avoid all the BS. Yeah, we were saying, yeah, this is just a range. Obviously, we wanted to buy 2 here. This was wanted to be how we wanted to take this trade, but this is hard to take, right? So we have to wait here. We're not just going to buy some random green candle here. We need some form of structure, pullbacks, exactly like yesterday. Look at the difference between yesterday and today trade. Yesterday trade, we buy from down here to reach up there. Now you're buying up there to reach up there. You see, it's different. You know, because we're not breaking out of a range. That's the difference. There's a breakout trade. This is trading towards a target. If we're going to trade towards a target, we need there to be some form of structure, at least pullbacks to continue on 30 minutes, something like that. We've had no pullbacks whatsoever. So that's why I want a better entry. I don't want to buy at the top of the range because I know high chance I can get stopped out here and it still continue in my favor, right? Even back up to the daily resistance now is not a 1-to-1. To get back to max target daily resistance is not 1-to-1. So it's no valid options at the moment, but hopefully we can pull back and buy back up to whatever target this creates right now, right? So it's just a matter of patience and seeing what happens. How about buying gold after it closes above 30-minute resistance? Yes, it's possible, but we need to wait to see if we can get above on how it closes above. But yes, that's why I wrote here buys above, right? If it's just going to blast through right now, makes it a bit tough for us. So we need to see 5-minute closes in 4 minutes and also 15-minute closes in 4 minutes. So we need to wait for that. We need to wait for that and see if the candle can close above. On gold, aren't we looking for setup 4 on the 4 hour? Setup 4 is a fake out setup. So no, we won't be looking since we are not faking back out into a range. Right? We're trading, we want to trade back to that range, not fake out into it. So we don't want this to push anymore. We can't take the trade because it's too close to resistance, right? Now we're looking at like a 40 pip stop loss for a 3 pip target and a max target of 16 pips. Doesn't make too much sense. So maybe we'd be looking for buys back above here, right? Maybe buys will be back above here now, right? So if price is just going to push randomly like that, we'll have to be patient. This is where you might feel emotional in your trading and want to find a way to get in. That's the time you have to absolutely not do that, right? You can't at this time feel like I need to find a way in, because that's what's going to, right? That's what's going to make you fail. It's not random though. I did a breakdown between last week and Friday for today. Yeah, it's easy to understand price direction. We knew price was continuing up. That's why we're looking for buys. But it is a random push following the plan, because it's all easy to do analysis, but it's not easy to be able to find an entry with a correct stop loss and get a proper risk to reward, right? That's what's not easy, because that determines you where you're going to put stop loss. Because if you took a buy anytime during today, this pullback here could have stopped you out, but price still has continued in your initial direction, right? And the day you don't use a stop loss, you lose everything, right? So you have to look at it in that perspective, not an analysis perspective. So that's what I mean by that. Dixie has clean LTA to the downside on 15. Yes. This was my trade idea yesterday. Didn't enter because SL was too big, although RR was 1-to-1. Anything you would have done differently? I think stop loss was sensible here. And yeah, it was too big. You know, it wasn't too big, but it's just a big stop loss. You'd kind of have to be careful of it and use your watch zone, right? You kind of have to just accept the big stop loss in a scenario like this. Interesting 1 minute push here. Straight candles. So this 1 hour failed to close above the resistance. Breaking this high, we're getting some form of continuation. 30-minute failed to close above. 15-minute failed to close above. So hard to enter this. See how GU did on this push. Yeah, GU still continuing the push. We're seeing some dollar weakness for sure. Yeah, dollar weakness for sure is going to be causing this, but we're not seeing that much dollar weakness, but heavy impact in gold here and GU. How's GJ doing? Never mind. Harry, is your Audi more expensive than a C63? I think they're around the same price. If not, yeah, a little bit more. Depends on what year C63. The new ones don't have the V8 engine, so definitely more expensive than an old one. I'm not sure how much the new ones are. We could research it. For sure more expensive than C63, but C63S, let's see how much they are. Oh yeah, it is more expensive. It's 87K for 2024 C63. So yeah, mine is more, yeah. But this is the C63. I want to know the C63S. The new one is trash? Yeah, you need the V8 one. Why don't you buy a C63? It's an amazing car. No, I'm not in the mood for that. I already bought a car. And then I focus on reinvesting into different projects, reinvesting into investments, right? Because although, yes, I am a day trader, but kind of if you look at my portfolio, I'm an investor day trader because day trading is a part of that, business is another part of that, and then investing outside is a part of that, which I guess every top entrepreneur has an investment side of them, right? So that's what I've been more focused on instead of buying cars, because you can buy all of that later, you know. Also, I wouldn't want a normal car. I'll buy something that I really want. Hopefully this can pull back deeper, give us structure, we can trade back to this high. I think we can plan to sell gold. Don't have the mindset that when something is going up, look for sells. When something's going up, look for buys. It's a bad mindset, right? Just focus on, okay, what's the next ranges? If this closes bearish and the next one closes above, we'll have the same setup as yesterday. Look at this similarity, guys. Look at this. If we can replicate this here, we close bearish, next one closes above, we can trade this whole LTA, which is like this LTA, and get the same setup, even though we've had a big push. That structure will give us the same push here. So that's exactly what I'm looking to replicate that move today. That's it. But sometimes we should invest in our own self. That is the majority of my investment is in our own self, right? You invest in your own self, but not as in materialistic items. Materialistic items are not going to grow you to begin with. You know, you need to realize that there's, yeah, it's fun. I do agree, but it's just a different mindset. You know, it's like who do you really want to, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want to be average or do you want to be really above average? Or do you want to look like you're above average, but you're average? You get what I'm saying? Because sure, last year I could have bought a supercar, no problem. But I wouldn't have the assets that I have today. I wouldn't have the path that I would have today or the clarity. And I would be scraping to, you know, make things happen. Because you're spending all money on a car, you know, or on a fancy house or something, you know. Instead, I invested that. How old are you, Harry? I guess 26? No, I'm younger than 26. I'm 15. Supercars are overrated. It's more for image. Yeah, it depends on the car. Like if you're going to track your car, if you really appreciate cars, they're really nice to have. But you just need to make sure it's the right time, right? It's the right time to buy one. That's it. What assets do you have? I invest in real estate. I have my investment portfolio. I have my businesses as an asset. I have software company as asset, which you can consider businesses. And myself. Myself is the biggest asset. Now, I don't consider trading an asset. I consider myself having the skill to trade an asset, but not trading itself because, I don't know, do we consider trading an asset? I don't think. I think it's you who has to have the skill to trade because trading is not an asset, right? Can't sell trading, right? Can't just say, okay, I'm done trading, I'm going to sell it, right? Yes, this quote, I say this a lot. This is a good quote. What time is London trading session? I always get confused. London is now right? London is now. London open is going to be at 11 o'clock on my little clock there. So you have to convert that to your time. Then how are you an asset? Can you sell yourself only pips? Yeah, you can, right? So you're an asset that way as well. Look at that reaction from my range. Who could pick out this range like this? Everyone would have marked out this resistance here. Look at the reaction from the range we had from yesterday. That's why it's important to analyze a few pairs so we can do that. Harry, finance webinar, is there going to be one? Yeah, but I don't want to really give advice because it's not what I'm qualified to do. Also, bro, you're young, man. Can you stop worrying about that stuff? You need to focus on just, you know, you don't need to worry about that stuff right now. Just focus on improving as an individual. You can, there's courses you can sell, trading strategies and techniques. Don't put yourself down. But then that's just a business, right? That business is an asset, not the skill, because that person still doesn't have the skill of trading if they only do that, right? So that's how that would work, I would imagine. Yeah, big reaction here, but this is the pullback we need. We need this. How's GU working on pullback? Same thing. I've drawn the same zones I just see. Cool, nice, Laura, that's good. Yeah, having accurate zones definitely do help. You know, they keep you safe, because if you were to just FOMO buy here, which you shouldn't anyways, but let's say in a scenario where it looked good, like there was no resistance here, this looked good, but you missed this zone. Ouch. I knew I should have sold gold there. Oh no. Oh no. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Why didn't you buy gold right here, bro? I think you missed an amazing entry right here. You could have took an entry here with stop loss here to continue bullish, man. You know, you should really feel down about yourself that you missed that type of entry, because, you know, you missed everything. Only joking, man. But yeah, don't think like that. That's the same mindset as thinking as I should have sold right there, right? You can't think like that. It's about catching your move. And if you knew you should have sold there, then why didn't you follow your plan for specific reasons? You have to have a plan that's tested, right? Back tested, simulated on that plan. Probability and statistics, not a guessing game. Right? It's not a guessing game. I was up 4% and now I'm down 25% because I gambled on news and never learned my lesson. Yeah, you really need to be strict with yourself with that, man. You really need to be strict with yourself. Otherwise it will bite you. You know, this game is not for gambling. I'm sorry. Gambling is just gonna ruin everything. Only ICT trader can catch the bottom. Catch the falling knife. Right, 5 minute no bottom wick here. Is a chance for it to make a bottom wick right now. So this could flip. You need to be careful. 1 minute looks like it's going for a retest. 1 hour candle is starting to form some sort of price action right now. 15 minute is trying to form a resistance. We want this to close bearish and the next candle to close above to give us this exact same entry as yesterday. It's easier to gamble black on red on the casino? Probably, yeah. You don't have to deal with slippage and all of that stuff. News trading is insane. I always took a 2-hour break when news is around. Makes no sense. Yes. Harry set up one. ICT's whole career. Relax, relax. Is trading news a gamble? Yes, it is a gamble. But it's not a gamble if you're trying to hold through news. Okay? If you're trying to hold through news with an idea, with a plan that you are protected against. So let's say I took a trade yesterday and we have news coming in 5 minutes and I took a buy here. If price is up here and news is coming in 5 minutes, then this is totally fine. Right? This is totally fine. There are news traders. I wouldn't call them traders. They're just gambling on news based on some technicals. They're, you know, They're full margining an account, or they're just doing buy stop, sell stop. You get what I'm saying? But news these days swing 1,000 pips. Well, that's my point. If you were in from here, you could be at break even for news, or manage your stop loss below here and lose really little. Is it not about reading news? But how can you predict what no one could? Why could you predict this? You don't know figures, right? You can't. That would be inside trading, right? If we could predict exactly what numbers would come, we would just know an inside trade, right? If we knew numbers would come higher, then we inside trade. We go long it. If we knew numbers would come lower, we can inside trade and short it. It's just we don't have control over that, you know. $245 votes, 197 likes. Come on, chat. Yeah, look, they're lacking, man. How many people pressed this likes here? Yeah, 263 like votes, but only 210 real likes. Come on, we can match. We can match like votes to real likes. Press the real likes. Stop loss does not work during real insane liquidity during trades. Yes, but when you're that far away, you'll have a high chance of being executed because liquidity will be reimbursed in the market. I'm not sure if you recall, I told you a few days prior that I'm 1% away from getting funded. Thank you, Harry. I finally got my funded account yesterday. Congrats, brother. Well done. That's amazing. We actually had another member in our exclusive group get funded yesterday as well. So you passed, you're funded with him yesterday. So congrats on that. Yeah, it's nice to see the guys now who've been in the group for, you know, a little bit more than like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. Now they're starting to pass their funded one by one. We're seeing that come through, right? It just takes time, and some people might take longer than others. It's just how it works. But they set up, you know, set their goals, and now they're starting to, you know, just being in that environment daily is going to improve you, you know? 4% away, phase 2 is coming soon. Yeah, 4% is not bad, right? It's just the same process. You got to 6%. You just have to repeat that. Slow and steady wins the race. See you in exclusive after getting my first payout. You're welcome to. All right, 15 closed bearish, which is nice. This is the same, creating that same sort of structure as yesterday. Now, if we can close above here on a 15, we might have a possible trade. Thanos was asking me something. Let me see what he's saying here. Harry just joined. Wouldn't you consider 1 hour, 4 hour above gold left hand side since we had a reaction? I marked this as a 15. Now that these wicks cross through here, I'm more looking at the range. I am worried about the 4 hour, but the idea is that if we were to close above here, I can trade to the 4 hour. Now 1 hour is a little bit lower here. It does worry me, but my whole idea is I have room to there. If I start to see heavy reaction, I should be okay. The difference is that we have a few wicks here instead of this range where we didn't. So it is worrisome for sure. You know, this whole zone is dangerous, but it's kind of, can we rely on volume to push through? If not, we manage the trade, right? Hey man, if I pay for the group now, do I get on the waitlist entry for next month? If you go on the waitlist, you won't be charged till you be accepted, right? I'm accepting 2 people a week. So whenever you are on the waitlist, whatever number you are, you'll be accepted. So you could be I think there's only 1 person on the waitlist right now, since I just put it up. And yesterday I accepted 1 person. So yeah, you know, that's how you'll be accepted. So you won't be charged till you're accepted. Understand that. Why look for a close above, not break of high? Because we're at a resistance. I want to close above resistance. If we weren't at a resistance, then yes, we could take break of high. G working on some nice juice here, right? 30-minute close below, very interesting, but at least the pullback is coming through, right? This is what we wanted as a pullback. Is funded account compulsory to get started? I would recommend most people don't take a funded account when you start. If you're going to invest money in trading, I hate to say it, it sounds cliche, but just invest it in getting good at the game. Invest time to begin with. I put so much free resources, my YouTube channel, my stream. Just invest time, don't invest money, stay on demo. And then if you want to make a small investment, probably invest in being in a place where you have a high chance of keeping things right. Because long term, you're going to cost yourself more money through losing, depositing in accounts or losing challenges. I believe that your first challenge, you probably have to mess up. Your first challenge will either go two ways. If you took the route and put yourself in a community which is really good and somewhere where you can bounce ideas off, be surrounded by successful individuals, which is kind of the way that I grow this community and with my exclusive group, then yes, you will probably end up break even for quite a long time, loss, break even, loss, break even, loss. And then, right, you'll probably make money. But if you just go in straight away, you're going to just lose the challenge, which is good, right? Expect to lose a challenge, expect to lose money. I believe every single trader who comes in the market has to lose money. You have to, because it's going to teach you. You know, you can't come into this game without losing money. It's really not possible. We're waiting for the 1 hour close. We're waiting for this 15 close. Can happen before the 1 hour. But if this 15 close is bearish, then yeah, we will be waiting for the 1 hour close. We will be. Which setup of yours works the best, you think? Setup 1, because it happens most of the time. Setup 1 works the best. Actually, the thunderstorm with so setup 1 with thunderstorm, which I have video on my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe and check out the videos on my YouTube channel. Full library of videos here that should really help you in your trading. Thunderstorm has a very high win rate, but it doesn't happen as always where we get perfect 15 close above with thunderstorm. Back in the day, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, setup number 2 was insane. Setup number 2 was super good. You used to be able to take setup 2 after setup 2. These days it doesn't happen as much. I rarely take setup 2s. I mean, say I took one yesterday, but it doesn't happen as much. If you've been here a little bit longer than a couple of weeks or a couple of months, you will realize that, you know, we haven't taken too many setup 2s. Yeah, setup 3 is great as well, but we need trending big moves, right? We need big moves for setup 3. I was backtesting 2023, got a lot of setup 2s. Yeah, it's not the same this year. I don't have money to purchase a course. Don't purchase a course, please. You know, if you're going to invest money in yourself, just invest into somewhere where you have active learning, not a course. You don't need a course. If you just want videos to watch and gain an idea of trading, then use something like my channel. If you want a course, my channel has a free course for the cost of 0, right? For the cost of 0, this is a free course. Like, don't fall for courses. They don't work, man. They don't work. You need an active environment. You can't have something that's just buy and watch. You need active environment. And they charge ridiculous amount for a course. To watch a couple of videos, they're charging $500. It's like, what the hell? No activity. You didn't like Thunder on GJ? Oh, I'm not looking at GJ because of this messy range here. We're right at 4 hour resistance again. We need to leave this range. Once we leave this range, I'm happy. But I'm not going to diddle in the range. I'm really not interested in this range. It's just so messy. That would be a setup 3 though, not a Thunder. But it would have to close above resistance. We're at resistance. Yeah, I just don't like this range. Probabilities in this range are low. You could probably squeeze out a trade maybe above here to here for 11 pips, but I'm not testing that. I'll let price do that. Show me it can do that. Once we leave the range, I'm back in GJ and gonna trade it hard. You know, that's the difference. Knowing when not to trade and when a pair is not tradable is super important here. It's why we have backup pairs and can still trade consistently. Right? Don't force a trade when it's not there. Okay, Philip, I need to stop you right there. That is mad. Your mindset is in a completely wrong place. You can't be doing this. Don't do that. You're going to fail the challenge 100%. You're actually very lucky that you passed phase 1. So you have a head start. Please trust me on this. So he said, for guys who don't know what he said, I'm new to trading. I joined your channel a few days ago. I passed my funded account phase 1 on a NAS sell. I'm hoping to pass phase 2 by end of today. So you passed phase 1 yesterday and you're hoping to pass phase 2 by end of today. Stop right there, man. That is nuts. Making 10% in one day is nuts. Making 6% the next day is also nuts. You're over risking. You're not following a plan. You need to slow down. You have a head start. You pass phase 1. That's a massive head start. It's a massive head start. Slow down. Take it step by step. And trade following a plan using proper risk management and pass phase 2 properly. Profitably, of course, but properly in order to make profits. Passing a challenge doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense when you're doing it wrong because you'll not get a payout. The goal of passing a challenge is to get a payout because we want to be paid at the end of the day. Right? So please. And also, if you start trading like that, they'll probably deny your payouts for sure. Like, damn. That's crazy. Change your mindset for things happening so fast. I want you now to look to pass your phase 2 in the next month. Minimum. Your goal, if you're going to set a goal, and you don't have to do it, but I want you to try achieve 6% if you're going to sit in a month. And if you don't, let it take 2 months. But that should be minimum. If you do that, then you know you're going to probably get a payout. Man's getting scolded? Yeah, I just don't understand the mindset of people. Look, he would have paid at least $100 for that funded account. $100. If he fails it today, that's $100 gone in 2 days. You can pay much less, half, right? Half, okay? And be in an environment for a month and get so much. It's just, and then they'll go pay again and again, just making these funded companies rich, you know? I once lost a challenge with this mindset. Oops, it just skipped it. I once lost a challenge with this mind, and people think this is, but I think many people make this mistake in the beginning. Yeah, I agree, Laura, and it's normal, but until someone tells you, it sucks, right? Took me 2.5 months to pass with 1.5 risk phase 1 and 1% risk phase 2. Yeah, that's a good time. I have not passed in 4 months because I only risk 0.1 to 0.3%. I think you need to risk more. You need to risk more. Why does Donvo not stream anymore? I'm not sure. He's probably taking a break. Stream is very intensive, man. You have to give absolute respect to all streamers out there, guys. If you want to do a favor for a streamer, give respect. They are a very small bunch, the ones who can do consistently over time to show up and give you value like this on a daily basis. Share trades with them openly. Take hate from people, right? Take people telling them they're doing something wrong when they're the ones putting information out there, you know, to just share that in a transparent matter. So probably a break if I would have to assume. And sometimes, and I was speaking to some guys who, you know, maybe he just doesn't want to show his trading live. He wants to focus on bigger things, you know. It's a big burden of your day, you know. So you have to understand that. That's probably one of the reasons. I'm not 100% sure as I don't know him, but I know who he is, but I don't know him personally. But that's what I'd have to assume. Harry, if 1 hour turns bearish, will it be valid to take a sell trade break of low? What pair? To be fair, I passed my stage 1 challenge in 4 days, but I've been doing it a few years, and some idea I know I'm over leveraging on A+ setups. What about payouts? Do you do the same for payouts, and did they pay you out? I did pass all my 2 phases for around 3 months and got funded on TFT, but they denied and manually breached the account without me even placing a trade. Damn. I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, that's very dirty. It'd be very unfortunate to do that. Donvo is on holiday. He's avoiding these markets. I don't think there's something to avoid, but yeah, holiday is great. I encourage that for traders. Can you quickly explain your strategy? I don't need to quickly explain it. You can go and enjoy a full in-depth view of my strategy by watching my videos, but I trade price action. You know, you can go ahead and watch my course. You can watch any video. I don't need to explain it quickly to you. You can enjoy that. How to join your trading community? You can join it from this link here. You'll have to join the wait list. I'm accepting 2 people. We close, but I'm accepting 2 people a week until we open next month, right? So if you hop on the wait list, you can get in soon. But all information is on that link. Would sells make sense on GU today? This is just daily top wick. Probably want it below here, leaving yesterday's range. Yesterday's range, YR. Does out of stream trade doesn't count towards stream rate? No, it doesn't, because that's not done on stream, right? I can't. The only thing I can prove is trades taken on stream, right? I could say I took a win, but you know, of course I can show you the trade. You guys can believe, but this is a full transparent journal in terms of trade taken live in front of you guys. Entry, exit, TP, everything. Stop loss or TP, whatever it may be, I do it in front, right? So that's how I keep this journal. Right, that's why I'm not about the whole profit showing things, right? People are like, oh, you show profits. I don't, because I like to show the skill. Everyone else shows profits because that's their only avenue of gaining traction. But for me, I'm taking the difficult route, which is show people the skill. Gain traction from showing people the skill, which is a lot harder because you really have to show how to trade properly, right? Because I can't just show you me making thousands of dollars, which I could though, but I can't just show you and be like everyone else, because that's just going to be like, you're going to be attracted to the dollar amount and want to learn instead of being attracted to the skill. Yeah, showing the skill is slower. Many people won't be attracted. I can't help multiple people, but that doesn't matter. That's not my goal. My goal was always to just create a brand, right? And after creating a brand, you know, I can do whatever I want, but create a brand through just sharing my experiences and show what I do online. That's it. Can we access your journal? Of course. Just type !journal in chat. It's a public journal. Of course you can access it. These talks got me into premium group. I had such a good approach. Yeah, it's a different approach. It's just, you know, how I like to do it. It's also good for me, you know, in terms of keeping financials on the low. I like to do that as it doesn't put pressure on me to do more, do less. I can focus on what actually matters to me, right? This is the difference. You know, you start posting. I post profits sometimes, like yesterday I did it for fun because we were discussing on stream. So for me, I like to just, you know, focus on me, because if you keep posting at people like, oh, you should increase, it's not enough, blah, 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 da, da, da. Whereas for me, it's kind of like I can focus on me. If you guys are here to learn to trade, want to trade, then that's what I'm going to show you. Don't need to. My course is on my YouTube channel for free. Scroll down, you'll find it. Scroll down, you'll find it. Is it me or the market's moving mad slow? I don't think it's moving slow. It just needs to set up. Give us a setup. That's it. That's all we're waiting for. So we'll see what ends up happening. London Open in about 10 minutes. That should get things going. Guys, every time you type journal, it's posting the journal in chat. No need to type it again. Just use the link that I post. Free, no one gave free. It is free. I promise it's free. My course is free. Right? You can see. That's why it's one of my most popular videos, right? 51k views for a reason. Because people are like, oh, this guy is actually giving for free. Peep the shirt, guys. This shirt is legendary. I need to wear this shirt more. Has my logo on it, and on the back it has Bring Out the Lobster. You guys remember Bottle, Bring Out the Lobster? If you're in the chat and you're an OG, tell me if you remember Bottle, Bring Out the Lobster. Ooh, let's see, OGs in the chat will only know. If you work a full-time job and can only be fully active on Wednesday and Thursday, can you still join the exclusive? Yes, because the exclusive has webinars. It has all the recordings of my videos, my strategy, beginner to advanced concepts, so you can be learning. Also, at end of work, you can go home, look at the charts, gain feedback from me, gain feedback from the rest of us, use it as a community, right? You don't only have to live trade, right? See you in NY. Cheers, man. Take care. It's been like half a year. Yeah, we still talk about lobster, but we haven't said Bring Out the Lobster in a while. Did you ever go 1 week without a trade opportunity? I think 2 weeks ago. How long did we not take a trade, guys? No, we took it. No, I think it's been a while. I think we just took a break-even trade. I've gone a week without taking a winning trade. That's for sure. It's normal. Right, gold is just mucking about. How's GU doing right now? Trying to create support. Ideally, you want 1 hour to close bearish, to be honest. Next one, close above. Excuse me. Current market conditions boring? No, yesterday was fine. Guys, 1 day. Relax. Can you explain about quarterly? I still really don't understand what is quarter 1, 2, and 3. Well, it's every 4 months, right? You can search the quarters. So quarter 1, right, is from January to April, right? Does it change the market or pairs? People say it does, but in day trading, I've noticed that in quarters that are so-called good quarters, I see slow price. I mean, the most volume we had on GJ was in summer quarter, which is supposed to be the slow one because of Bank of Japan news. So it's different. I think if you really ask me the truth, after 4 years being in the market, looking at one pair of GJ, it ends up being what? Right? It ends up being not a quarter that causes difference. It's like a week. There's some good weeks, there's some bad weeks, What about 1 month with low to no pay? What do you mean, from the markets? No problem. Right? That's why you have to build savings. You have to build even negative months. Expect it. Did you ever go no pay? Yes, of course. Losing month? Haven't had one in quite a while, but no pay month? Yeah, I would say January was a no pay month, to be honest. Nice. It's a good view, man. Nice fresh air. That's why you can save from previous month? No, that's why you need to have savings to be a trader. Right? Remember, trading is a small part of your day. You either need to leverage capital to where you can make 1-2% a month and still be okay to live, and everything above that is extra, or you need to have multiple income sources, right? Or savings. At the start of the month, my first 2 trades were L. So post that, I started risking 0.5% per trade instead of 1 till I recovered my loss. My question: what point should I consider changing the risk back to 1%? Yeah, that's okay to do it for 1 trade and then go back up to 1%. Like you take 2 L's, go 0.5%, gain confidence back, then go back up. Bro, I'm not opening that image, man. Damn. Good day, Harry. How far are we from 4-hour candle close? You can check. Well, it should be. Actually, I don't need. I can look at the clock. 11, 12, 1, 2 hours. GU looks promising for 15 close above. The problem is range. We need to measure range, right? We need to see if we have enough range. Right, stops here is going to be about 10-11 pips. Target here is 9 pips. So we have to consider, is that enough? We also have a resistance right here. So we need to consider all of these factors, how the 1 hour closes as well. There's a lot of factors to consider. So we'll see what happens. We just need range. We don't really have range. That's why I wanted to get buys from down here, because we know from down here we have range. I have like 25 pips towards the upside. 8-second delay on Tradingview. Yeah, that's why we have Zoom call in the private group to make sure there's no delay. And also fast forward the stream. Sometimes your stream will delay. YouTube naturally has like a 2-second delay or something. You think the DR is too far or a bit before? It seems too far to have it in one move. We do have some 15-minute structure. This is good 15-minute structure now. That price has to respect to go up. So you'd probably have to run stop loss below the structural point here. The problem is that does 1 hour want to make a pullback or not? Might have set up 2 on gold as well. Can I take trades from here? Bias is bullish, close above. Yeah, I'd watch this resistance to the left. Make sure that's clean on like a 30. If it's clean on a 30 close above here can make sense, Do you have a YouTube account? No, I'm streaming now on a Facebook account. If Asian session pushes, is London likely to consolidate? Depends on how hard the push is. But if it's a breakout push, there can be continuation. But if it's a push into the top of the range, then yeah, it's a problem. WhatsApp, yeah, I'm streaming from WhatsApp. Logged in on WhatsApp. Do you have someone to manage your social media? I do. I want this 15 to close bullish here for a setup 2. We could potentially take setup 2 if we close somewhere up here. You know, we do have negative risk to reward to here, but you would expect it to push through, right? Up here we could just go break even, because 30-minute would just end up being a setup 3. One hour would look for a wick fill. But I need this to close bullish. Not doji bullish, I needed like something a little bit more decent. We'll see in 21 seconds. Somewhere here where my mouse is would be good. Give it a strong close. Yeah, like that. So now we need bottom wick. It is the hour candle close. I would like to see a strong bottom wick. Stronger close on this 15 would be better. Yeah, that's not bad. See if we can get a bottom wick here. It's not enough of a bottom wick. I need more. To be able to take this, I need more. $30 pip stop loss? Yeah, it would be around 30 pip stop loss. Need a bit more of a bottom wick here. This is our open. I need to see a proper bottom wick here formed. This is not the strongest 15-minute close here. So I would like to see some form of retest. We close it below this 5-minute resistance, which I don't think will be too much problem. But yeah, I would love to see a better bottom wick here. Maybe somewhere down back to retest this previous resistance would be great. 24.55. Oh yeah, there we go, Razvan, exactly where I was looking at as well. I'm taking extra confirmation on this trade. I mean, if it flips now and breaks its own high, it technically still could work out here. But since I'm trading back up to the range, I want liquidity to make sure that it can get me past this range. Because that's the only way I can secure profits, is if it can get past this range. So technically, if it breaks the high, you know, it could go, but I need more, I need more. Would you run full 20? Yes, I would. Because the idea is I would want to break this break even here and then get to the fill this wick for 25 pips, right? That would be the idea. So yeah, I like this bottom wick at the moment. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to give this a shot breaking the high. Take a buy there once it does that. And then look to put stop loss below the lows. Looking at, yeah, 26. SL where though? Below the candle rejection, 30-minute candle rejection. Guys, I explained stop loss. You have to be listening. I hate to repeat myself. I planned this whole trade. You have to be listening. I exactly explained that when I placed the order. Right? Below the lows. If it breaks this lows, I have to wait because that would ruin my stop loss placement. The whole idea is to fill this wick again. Filling this wick is 25 pips. Stop loss here is around 26 pips. So basically, at least it will guarantee me sort of that 1-to-1. So we'll see. I don't mind if it wicks below it quickly and then rejects. That's still fine. That would just be liquidity grab. See if it wants to get above. This 5 resistance might be trouble, so we'll make sure to manage if we get triggered at that 5 resistance. This whole zone at the top here is kind of like a resistance zone. Coming from where, guys? From our previous resistance. This one here, sorry, down. Right, coming from this. If we were to look at this, a little bit higher, but we need to be watching that zone. So that's where I would look to manage if we're going to reject that. S4, this is S2 to be honest. Isn't it better 1 minute close or 5 minute close? No, because this would be based on 1 hour reflipping. You might, if you wait for that, you might miss the move. Remember that close above could just fill this range. Then you can't buy 10 pips higher, right? We waited patiently for a bigger bottom wick for this reason, not to get triggered. Remember, everyone who just FOMO'd in would have got triggered on this. Now is in heavy drawdown. Now we're just chilling because it's, I don't know. I don't see the chance of us reflipping here. To need to reflip again would just be probabilities, and yeah, that's a trade I'll lose. But why did we go up, grab liquidity from upside to go all the way down, retest on the 5 minute again, and then fail, and then break this again and then fail? If it's doing that, then market's just in shitty scenario, and then you're going to lose. I want to sell because if you see 4 hour chart, there's solid resistance. Yeah, but if you look at resistance a little bit higher, that resistance is about 2460, right? That would be my target, 2460, right? In terms of 4 hour rejection. If we tap that, then I totally agree with you. But nothing's happened yet. We need to wait. Hi, which in an exclusive video teaches wick fills? Is it the trading when prices reach target? No, that's trading when prices reach target. There is a video that is labeled wick fills. I'll check after. Just need to lock in here. Problem is, I need the bathroom right now. This is not doing much. We will spam you? No, I could just take my phone. But the problem, I want to be present for entry. Otherwise people would say I didn't enter all of that BS. You have 4 minutes for bathroom? Yeah, but it might flip now, right? It's not gonna happen. Everyone negative, huh? How long before candle close you reconsider? Well, right now it's not looking, yeah, I mean, should have flipped by now. But we have 3 minutes. Probably 1 minute before, 1 to 2 minutes before close, I'm going to probably delete the order, wait for close. Find an empty bottle. No, it's not like that. What about 5 minute setup one? Yeah, that can happen. But this is gold, right? Gold works a little different. Five-minute setup one works better on stuff like indices and stuff, you know? But gold, you get caught out in a fake out trying that, you know? You see? Fake outs. If you go back and test it, you'll see. Yeah, it's not looking like it wants to flip here, guys. I think we might have to wait for another candle to close or the 30-minute to close bullish. We'll see. 1 minute. It's getting a bit close. I wouldn't feel comfortable if a 1 minute just came through here though. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this close, guys. Gonna wait for this close. So deleting my order, waiting for this close. 15-minute could flip and close bullish. Fair enough. You know, but I'm gonna wait for the close at the moment. So deleted the order, not taking a buy right now, waiting for the close. So didn't trigger us, nothing we can do about that, right? That's good we waited for bottom wick. You see the difference, guys, how patience plays? If we just entered on the flip, boom, we're sitting in drawdown now. This 15 close doesn't look good for our trade. Which is why it's so important to have rules that you know work in the market. Because it's not just about taking a trade, it's about taking the correct trade, moving correctly, quality over quantity, you know. So that's how it is. Alright, 15 close bearish here. I probably need to see a 15 closing above to take buys. I'll just go toilet like I said I would and come back. Alright, we can see it pushing up here, even though 15 did close bearish. This now doesn't follow my plan, doesn't follow my rules. Why? Because we don't have a 15-minute support. We have price closing back inside of the range. This could go grab liquidity, come back a little bit higher, somewhere here, still flip. So this is a bad trade. Even if I was to be triggered in this trade, it would be a bad trade, right? So in order to enter right now, I don't know what I would have to see, to be honest, because this just doesn't follow my rules. This just doesn't follow my rules. Now it could fly and I'm not going to feel anything. I'm not going to feel FOMO. I'm not going to feel upset because I would be more uncomfortable holding this trade without probabilities on my side, right? You have 30-minute bearish candle close, 1 hour bullish, but 15 bearish. So there's more bearish than bullish, right? Let's see how GU has been doing. Yeah, GU came here, gave a setup 3 fake out. Wow, that's a nasty one. That's a nasty one. That's a very nasty one. Because that was a nice setup 3, it looked like, right? Boom, fake out. After this big liquidity wick, yeah, that's nasty. GJ. What's going on with you, GJ, bro? Ranging full. Could be a 30-minute setup 3, potentially, yes. How big are stops on that? 41 pips. Oof, it's a bit steep stops. Right, we don't really have that range, so we need to be careful with that. This is why, right? Look at the rejection coming through right now. This is so important to keep safe in these markets. This is where you give all your money back, right? You don't, like, people will disregard the value because they feel like they're not in a trade, but the act of avoiding a loss right now is worth so much more. Your expected value over time drastically increases because by following one step, I have saved $1,000 right now. That's a lot of money. GU might break out on 5 minute. It's very close to 1 hour resistance, which I don't like. It's not much range, yeah. I use this website to see strength every time to enter gold trade as Confluence do main region. Do you think things help? No, it's because how can you, it's like it's like using this down here, man. You know, it's really inaccurate, this. Like, it's okay, but you know, it shouldn't be the deciding factor. The deciding factor should be what technicals are saying. You know, but I mean, you're not going to lose any harm from it. You know what I mean? Like, what bad is it going to do just checking it, right? Not much, right? But it shouldn't be the deciding factor. That's what's important. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Pleasure to have you. Hope you're learning something. If you are learning something on stream, be sure to leave a subscribe. Road to 70k, 62k, almost 62k. Let's see if we can get to 62k today. We have 61.9 and 300 likes. I wonder how many scam likes we have. Scam likes, we have 503 votes and 300 real likes. Are we joking? How do we, I don't understand how we have people, 505 people vote for likes, but only 300 people like for real. It doesn't make sense. See you, Laura. Take care. You're becoming very well known. Where? If we can chill on 15-minute gold and close above setup 5, would it be a 1 hour wick fill? Potentially it could be an option we could look at, yeah. So you want K? Oh yeah, thanks, dude, yeah, thanks. People mistake fake likes with real likes? Okay, then I'll change the wording. I'll change the wording tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll change it to, did you press the like? So I don't have to remind, because I hate saying it. Sick of saying it. How do you determine how big of a wick you need to enter on a trade like today's gold trade? Well, the reason is the 15 closed quite weak bullish. It's not very good confirmation. So especially in this scenario, this is more advanced concept, because this is where you need liquidity to push through this, because even if we took the trade break of high, getting to this resistance is still not going to pay us 1-to-1. It's only 14 pips. So ideally we need to fill the whole wick, then we're going to start to make profit. So in order that to happen, we need deep liquidity grab, bottom wick to be formed to continue up. Also, it's the 1 hour open, right? 1 hour open, high chance. GU is continuing up now. It's right at 1 hour resistance. So we'll see how GU reacts at 1 hour resistance right now. Oh, it seems like it's blasting through. We didn't get the 5 close above that I would have wanted. It's an interesting push here. See how big this push is, around 3 point. How much pips you have? 5 pips here for a 8 pip stop loss. 9 pips to daily resistance. I don't know if this was an option or not. Trying to think. I was 100% sure it was gonna happen, so I took buy on GJ. You're serious? You actually serious? You took buys on GJ? Bro, that's nuts. Straight into 5 resistance? Why no volume in gold today? Heavy move down yesterday can play a role in that, right? Can play a role in that. GJ reach resistance. How big is this range here? 10, 11 pips? 29 pips? Yeah, I don't see that valid. GU looks like it wants to reach daily resistance, but it's just a matter of how and when, right? Does it want to pull back first? Does it not? I'm trying to figure out if this was a re-entry, not re, but like, you know, it faked out first, went down, then broke the high again. So I'm wondering if that re-break of the high was as an entry. But we were kind of looking for the 5 closing above. And with the 1 hour resistance being so close, again, you're still FOMO buying the highs here. So it's actually quite confusing PA to really get on a high probability setup here. GJ is rejecting now. One minute here for the 15 to close above on gold could be a possibility here. So it'll also be the 30-minute candle close. I'd like to see the 30-minute candle close bullish. 30-minute candle closing bullish can give options. Would you look? Yeah, it needs to be above previous 15, but it can't push any more than this. If it pushes any more than this, then we don't have range to trade. We don't have range to trade. What's your average monthly profit percentage this year? I would say around 7%. This year has been a little bit less, but I'm focusing more on quality here and consistency. I mean, last year we just had easy GJ breakouts. Every day, wake up, set up one, win, set up one, win, big runner, win, win, win. But this year is more tricky with different economic conditions changing. A lot has gone on. Can we close above on the 15? I don't know if I consider that a close, but what will tell me is the 30. Did that 30 close bullish? Oof. Let's reference another broker here. That's tough. 15 closed below on this broker. Let me check my actual broker to make the decision. On my actual broker, yeah, basically closed right at. Yeah, I consider that right at. Yeah, that didn't close above really for me here. It's quite confusing. 30 close is basically doji, it's not bullish. Technically break of 30 high can give a push here. Question is, we have about 8 pip break even. Stop loss is looking like around 21 pips unless this candle broke it, which is going to change your stop loss. What are we saying here? The candle looks like shit. Yeah, 5 minute didn't even close bullish above the range, right? Look at this. We close at. That's not good. Draw a line like this. Nothing's closing above. That's where we were trying to close above. That would have looked good if we closed above, right? Yeah, it's just ranging at the moment. $30 minutes at resistance on GU right now. If I'm trading GBP JPY, do I need to check the news for currency? Yes, you need to check the news for both GBP and JPY news. Also, USD news will affect JPY, so keep that in mind. USD news will affect. Yeah, guys, I'm not liking this price action. I'm gonna call it here. Not interested. Not interested. Price just closing like this. Nothing closing above. GBP USD at target. GJ still stuck in the range. I'm gonna call it here, man. Very, very good avoiding this potential loss on gold here on this pullback. So, you know, definitely did a good job there. For gold right now, I probably would say keep it simple. I think I'm gonna keep it stupid simple. And if I was to take a buy, wait for something closing above the 30-minute resistance. Like, don't even get messed up in the range here. 5 minutes just going sideways at the moment, and I don't want to get caught in the range here and just take an unnecessary loss trying to force something break of this high for 8 pips, you know, 8-9 pips here. 30-minute resistance is about 8 pips away. So that's it. Pretty clean, pretty simple, solid session today. Yesterday we had good opportunities. Today a little bit of ranging, which is all good, part of the game, and amazing lessons on today's stream. So if you're interested to join up for future streams, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Show up to future streams. We're doing this every day, guys. No one is staying consistent. No one is doing this for you, and it's just here because I'm here anyway. So I appreciate everyone. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully speak to you guys very, very soon. Peace. Thank you all.